Okay, then I will record our conversation for our dear
Oh,
friend Kate.
oh,
Is
we
it
need that
chilly?
for Kate.
Is it chilly there?
Oh, you'll laugh. I'm still sitting here in my PJs and a fleece jacket that I threw on this morning to take a 7:30 call, and now it's 2 o'clock, and I'm still sitting here. I managed to have some breakfast in between, but it's been one of those days. So after this,
Yeah.
I'll go into my physical therapy regimen and take a shower and make myself presentable.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've had the same thing. We have a big change going on in my department, and I'm the one, unfortunately, like the face of the change, and people got so upset about it. It's downsizing of our technical team by a third, so people are upset. So last week everybody decided, oh, we need to do these town halls and answer everybody's questions and be transparent. So we put out ask us any questions. Well, of course we got 80 anxiety-filled, angry, whatever questions. So I'm up late last night. Thank goodness I have a a peer that we're kind of the face of the project, that we work really well together. We can curse and laugh and whatever. So we're up late, and then of course up this morning, and it was at 2 o'clock today. So then it's just it's not easy.
Oh, and that on the first day of sober October, so you can't even drink.
Yeah, I know, the first day of sober October.
And you're managing layoffs. That's awesome.
Where's Rosaline? She's probably asleep because I'll just go to sleep instead of having a drink.
I should not be cackling at you all. No. Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry. Those kinds of, that's sort of the punishment that you get for seniority in an organization, isn't it?
It really is.
You don't do any fun stuff anymore. It's just the hard work.
When my kids were little and I was in management of a field office, I was totally the hatchet lady. They knew that I was firing people left and right. It was just a part of my job. And I'd hoped that I had graduated from that, because I don't even have that many direct reports. This big team doesn't report to me, but I don't know, everything at our organization is managed like a project.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh dear.
We've been in this project for 2 years now, and finally our CEO is like, you guys just gotta do it. So we'll see.
Oh, painful.
We will see.
Well, I'm sorry.
It is painful, and during COVID and all of that stuff, people are already kind of at their whatever emotional limit. So yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah. So were you going to say something about Kate? Did you see her? No.
I heard her. I heard her chuckle.
her chuckle is loud enough that it came across the street.
Absolutely. I can hear Kate laugh, and not infrequently I will take that as an invitation to go over there and visit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everything from rollicking laughter to chuckle to cackle, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It brings me out.
That's a good proof of life from our dear friend Kate.
It really is. Proof of life.
Proof of life. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's for sale.
I know you got anything for us? Astrid and I just closed spreadsheets, so we're a little bit
Laura's in the middle of managing layoffs, so
managing layoffs and the divisional budget. I just was in a meeting with my who has.
I was late because I was watching some birds battle in my backyard. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on, and so I decided to just sit down and watch. It was like males on males and females on females. It was really weird. I know.
Very odd.
So that's all I got today.
Oh, Rigby brought us a big, fat, juicy rat that he didn't eat. He just left it dead in the dining room.
Oh, so he thought maybe you were hungry. It was a gift.
No, actually, he likes to eat his kill in the dining room. He's a very civilized cat. But this one he did not eat. And so I shrieked, thinking it was still alive and just
Mm.
stunned. But Steve said no, it was dead for several hours. But he hadn't eaten it, and I was speculating if maybe he knows when he drags in a poisoned rat and doesn't eat it.
Ooh, maybe. That's very smart.
Right? Because he would probably, if he has that ability, he would probably notice it on the first bite.
It's got to smell funny.
Yeah.
He seems like a very astute killer. I like that.
He's very astute. And then he came over, the moment I shrieked, he came over and sort of started headbutting me in my calf like he wanted some accolades and rewards.
Oh, I love that. See
Yes.
what I did, Mother?
See what I did? I brought you a rat.
And Maui never touches them. Like if there's
If there's a
do
dead
you
rat,
roll on it or anything?
Nope.
Wow. They respect.
that will be vile. That dog shares our bed. It's like, I hope she doesn't roll in dead rats. Fun times with the animal kingdom.
I know, right? It's crazy the shit that entertains us now. I mean, it was always entertaining, but now it's like really important.
So important.
Laurel, do you have pets?
You're muted. We can't hear you. Okay, still can't hear you.
I was not muted. I just took off my headset. But no, I'm very well known to not be a pet person.
Oh,
I am not a pet person.
there's a story there.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the story?
I don't
Trauma,
know if there's like,
allergy?
no, there's no trauma. I just have enough responsibility in my life and pets. I mean, like, it's fun to hear you talk about those types of things. Those things would bring immense stress into my life. My BLC friends know, because my kids have my daughter's twice gotten a dog, for which I unsuccessfully drew boundaries, and then the dog had to go.
Oh, well, that was my next question, was haven't your kids just pestered you to death over the years to have a pet?
Yeah. We've tried 2 dogs and neither of them lasted.
I drew the line at the bunny, which is our third pet, and it showed up when I was out of town on business.
Mm-hmm.
And I was consulted, and I said, I don't like bunnies. I think they're weird pets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want one, and I will not be responsible. And I have maintained that line. So now,
So the rabbit did not stay at the house?
well, he did for a while, and that wrecked a bunch of carpets and will precipitate a whole bunch of repairs that Steve is not responsible for. And then he's been living outside in the backyard all summer, except he's figured out how to dig out from under his enclosure. And I'm like, all right, that's not somebody else's problem. It's not my problem.
Yeah, you need an above ground hutch.
We have one, but then his run, you'd have to build like a major construction with chicken wire and whatever, so he can't dig out. And I'm like, no. If a hawk gets him, that's okay, or one of the neighborhood dogs, or the coyote that wanders up from Reed Canyon, or whatever, right? I'm like, I can't take responsibility for the bunny. The dog is cute and serves as an alarm system, and the cat is a bona fide rat killer, as you know. But the bunny
does nothing.
Does nothing for me. We eat bunnies in Germany, so it's like, why would I keep, like, that's food? But why would I want to pick my food?
Yeah. And Dana, you have pets?
I have 3 cats,
Okay.
none of which perform any particular function other than just being cats. I would love to have a dog, but I have come to understand over the years that I've been married to Peter that he's not a dog person, which surprised me. Because I grew up with dogs and he loved my parents' dog. I guess that it was because it was my parents' dog that's why he liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I like other people's pets. It's not like I have an aversion or I'm scared. I don't mind being around pets, but I cannot take on the responsibility of pets.
I would love to have a dog just because I grew up with them, and so I don't know, that was like always my job, to walk the dog, to do any of that stuff. And I miss it. our neighbors have, neighbors up and down the street have dogs. So I get to commune with theirs when they walk. And then my friend Gretchen has a dog, Hannah, who, gosh, she's old now. I mean, I've known her for like 10 years. I got my thrill out of buying clothes for Hannah, jackets, stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe someday.
I don't actually know the experience of buying a jacket for a dog.
It was fun. She's pretty. She needed a raincoat. It was really important.
That does sound sweet.
Yeah. My brother has a dog. He refuses. I said, I would love to buy something for your dog. Does your dog need a jacket? And he's like, no, he was born with one. So he won't allow that. No, he's too cool for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then I love the wild birds that we have here, and I feed them.
Well, yeah, that's why having 3 cats doesn't seem, are they indoor cats? Like, why don't the cats?
They have very, very
lazy cats.
strict rules. One of them is very lazy. My oldest cat is Mary Jane. She's my fat black cat. She doesn't do much of anything. And then we had 2 foster fails, and that's Emily's fault. I completely blame her for that. We have Theo and Delphine. Delphine sleeps 19 hours a day and is severely cross-eyed and doesn't really, she's just pretty. She's really pretty. And Theo's
because
an
as soon as
asshole.
you said Delphine, it made me think of the song Jolene, like Delphine, Delphine, Delphine.
Yeah, Delphine. Yeah, that's her only function really is just to be beautiful and to sleep a lot. And then Theo's an asshole, and if I do let him outside, I've recently put a tile on him, so that I can track him, see what he's doing. And then it has the function where if he's getting ready to get into trouble, then I press the locate button and it sends off this really shitty music that freaks him out. He's like, so I immediately know where he is, and anything that's around him is like, ah! So, yeah.
I love that. I love that.
But it doesn't come with a little body cam, so you can monitor if he's harassing birds, for example.
He needs that. So he's got really, like I said, he has strict curfew rules. He's only outside if people are out there with him. None of them are allowed outside after dark because this is the serious coyote danger zone down here. They're bastards. We lost my favorite fucking cat to a coyote. I know. Well, I mean, obviously we didn't see it happen, but when cats go missing around here, that's what it is.
You already set them, yeah.
That upset me a lot. He was cool as shit. His name was Alexander. Yeah.
Right. We can never keep a collar on Rigby. He's like Houdini. He knows how to get out of them. So I've tried 5 different collars. With the bell, with the whatever, and he's just like, nah, I'm not having that.
No,
on me.
I could see why it would be difficult for him to hunt successfully if he had an announcement collar coming, Badass. So he doesn't need a collar. He needs a leather jacket.
Dana's gonna get him a leather jacket, or even better, maybe make him a leather jacket.
Now, the only caveat is if you buy him something like that, you have to put it on him, and I'm not responsible for any damage he sustained in the process.
Putting clothes on cats is ridiculous. I mean, Theo's got the collar. I tried to get him a harness to walk him. That was stupid. Just putting it on him. First of all, his whole body goes like this, and like he can collapse his shoulders and slip out of it. And then if he doesn't do that, he'll just kind of like flop over, like just like he's like, fuck it, I give up. Yeah, cats, and that would be funny though to try to. I bet his little arms wouldn't. Can you imagine Rigby in a leather jacket with his arms stuck? He'd be so pissed.
I would pay to see that. I would also pay to watch you try to put it on him.
If you zippered it up tight enough, he might take some time getting out of it.
Yeah, but again, you have to get it on him first.
Yeah, I've seen his daggers.
Honestly, I mean, trying to get him into one of those, like, cardboard pet carriers to take him to the vet, he just goes like this. He just does a Garfield.
Nope.
I'm not going in there. The only way I can do it is like pick him up by the scruff of his neck and stuff him in a pillowcase. That's the only way he can travel.
You come into the vet with your cat in a pillowcase. Oh, that is hilarious.
That's funny.
Does he
I've
like
not
run
seen
out
that
of
before.
energy fighting it, or does he?
No.
He's just like
No.
kicking and screaming the whole time.
Like, oh, he's pissed, and he's letting.
The poor vet when this cat comes out.
Yeah, he doesn't go to the vet very often. I mean, honestly, this cat is half feral. It's like.
Yeah, he probably doesn't need to. He probably just needs his shots and that's it, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be the poor technician who brushes his teeth.
No.
Somebody could lose an eye. And it ain't Rigby.
Not to mention
Yeah.
what his teeth look like at this point, huh?
They're
They
probably
are.
pretty clean from chewing on bones.
Yeah, they're clean
Yeah.
and sharp. Yeah. I've got a shot somewhere of his teeth. They're pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Endless fascination, telling you.
Yeah.
Well, have we distracted ourselves enough from our spreadsheets, Astrid?
I'm okay now. Yeah. How about you? I mean, you have the harder week, I think.
Yeah, no, I have to go back and finish mine still, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't it only 2:30 for you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I get to shift gear and work on a different task
Oh, good.
after this.
How's school going?
Meh. It's going okay.
I hear that a lot from
Yeah.
people. The people that I know that have children that are still school age. That it's
Yeah, it's going
varying
okay.
degrees of meh.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's I feel like we're getting the hang of it better now.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I think I found the picture of Rigby and his teeth. Can you see it?
Oh,
He
he's
looks so tiny
handsome.
in that one.
Wait, is he missing whiskers on one side of his face?
No, it's just the effect of the portraiture.
Oh, okay. Oh, like
Because
somebody gave
know.
him a trim.
Yeah, no.
from that, how big is he? Because the last picture you showed us, I thought he was a big cat, but he looks quite
He is
small
lanky.
there.
He's lanky.
He's lanky, huh?
Yeah, he's quite tall, but he's lanky. He's got really
Mm.
long legs, has a long torso, an endless tail, but he's skinny.
Mm.
How old is he now?
I guess he's pushing 3-ish.
Oh, he's still very youthful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet he's going to be a big cat when he's an old man.
Yeah,
Because this is like teenager, right? In cat years?
Yeah,
I guess.
3-year-olds?
Yeah.
he's living the best life, killing shit, staying out late.
All of those things. Yep, that's him.
All of those things. Okay, well, I'm going to get us started.
Let's.